Hey guys, Zero here, and it's the end of 2025, and in the past, I've done a couple of times sort of a recap looking back at video for the end of the year where I basically went through all the different videos and series and stuff that I did throughout the year and kind of do like a big highlight reel, and I wanted to do that for this year, but quite simply, I just ran out of time, so rather than having nothing go up, I wanted to do something, so I'm trying just an idea I thought of. First of all, you can see that I'm playing a Mario ROM hack here. It's called Mario Saves Christmas 2021. I know we're in 25, but it's supposed to be a pretty good one, like a normal difficulty hack. It should only take like about maybe half an hour or so, at least I guess if you know what you're doing. And what I'm going to basically do is, I'm going to play this just because, well, it is around Christmas time. By the time this video goes up, we'll have just passed it, but it's still in the season. And while I'm playing that, I'm also just going to basically talk about all the different things that I played and streamed and recorded this year. And it'll kind of be rambly. I'll kind of jump between focusing on the game and looking at the different videos and stuff that I did. I got a list here because I'm not going to remember everything off the top of my head. And we're just going to kind of do this in one shot. I'm not going to really edit it. I'm not going to redo it if I mess things up. We're just going to kind of go through it, and we'll see how this kind of goes. Maybe if I kind of like this format more, I'll do it for next year as well. Who knows? So I think with all that, let's jump into the hack first of all. Okay, I lied. Here's a quick edit. I forgot to mention that I'm going to put a playlist together, and I'll link to it in the description for all of these videos that I released in 2025. So everything that I talk about in this video, and they'll kind of be semi-grouped by series and type. They're not going to be purely in chronological order, just so it's kind of more organized and easier to find a video if you're looking for something in particular. So just wanted to mention that. So back to the video. I've been sitting here just listening to the music. I don't know if all the music is fully custom or not. It's by Furman Acosta Jr., apparently. At least that's the name that's in here. Let's go ahead and jump into just the intro here for this real quick. Mario, Lemmy just ruined our Christmas party and whole world for 2021. You'll need to save them and save 10 Yoshi coins too. So I'm pretty sure this did actually release in 2021. Sure, that's why it's named that. I didn't look too much into this actual hack. I don't really play too many ROM hacks. I will say, though, that, like, this music here, it's good. Now, I don't know if it's, again, fully custom or if it's maybe a remix of something that already exists. I almost feel like, I don't know why, it gives me some little vibes of, like, some Chrono Trigger music. It could just be maybe some of the instruments that are being used. I don't know. But anyways, it says, now it begins. So let's jump in, and let's just kind of start going through what we played in 2025. I've only seen this very beginning screen, and that's it. I'm going to miss the mushroom if I'm not careful here. So what do we start the year off with? We started the year off strong with the two Zelda CDI games. We played Link: The Faces of Evil and Zelda: The Wand of Gamelon. And, oh yeah, we have a ground pound move in this, which is kind of cool. But we started off with those Zelda CDI games, the remastered versions, the ones that whoops, what was his name? Dopley? I think it goes by a couple of different names. There's an on-off switch. There's a on and off switches to prevent hurting from piranha and lava. Use it and practice. It's so weird with the way the text stretches. Well, you know what? They did say to practice, so... Oh no, lava hurts. It also has different death music. I like that. It's like the old music from the older Mario game. But yeah, Zelda CDI. Those were insanely fun to play because, one, the remastered versions make them playable. I don't think I would have had as good of a time playing the originals. One of the main reasons I also didn't play the outright originals, because a lot of times I do like to play the original versus the, fire, versus like a remake or anything like that, is I kind of want to get the original experience, but for that one, supposedly it's also like, hard to emulate the CDI stuff, so that was part of the reason why I did that, but then on top of that, I was just like, yeah, fuck it. You know, for this one, I don't really care so much. Let's just do the remastered, and I keep accidentally doing the ground pound. But that game, it is such a fun meme time game. Like, you play it to frickin' meme. You don't really play it because it's not really an actual good game objectively. The remastered helps with some things, but honestly, I don't know how the original would be, but lost my train of thought. See, I told you, this is gonna be kind of rambly. Oh, I definitely need to get into that canon somewhere. The cutscenes are, like, the biggest draw of it, of course. The infamous cutscenes with the really, really, like, weird animation and just... It's just weird. If you've never actually seen or played it, like, you should check out the remastered, because the remaster, like, totally makes it, like, actually playable. It's a fucking trip. It's just an entire trip the whole way through, and it was awesome. I had so much fun playing that. After that, I'm gonna kind of go in group order. I'm not gonna go fully chronological. I've kind of like grouped together the different things, like the LPs and the different series and stuff that I've done. So in terms of like continuing the streams, after we did that, we played Parappa the Rapper 1 and 2. I've been wanting to do Parappa the Rapper for a long time, especially for my sister Donut. I figured she'd get a kick out of those games. But I only ever grew up playing the original. I ended up playing 2 blind on stream. Did I just miss? I mean, I guess we don't get anything for this. Heck, there's no even, like, UI thing at the top, for that matter. Do we get different music? Oh, we don't even get the... Whoa. That's also really fast, map transition there. But yeah, we played Parappa the Rapper 1 and 2. Use Fire Flower if included, 4 to melt the ice into coin or disappear, but watch out for frozen munchers. Way back in the PlayStation 1 days with the demo CDs, you know, I played the demo for Parappa the Rapper, and I was like, alright, this game's pretty cool. I gotta play this. And it's a relatively short game. It's only like 6 stages, but it could take a while if you're getting stuck, which as kids we did. But we played that on stream. We played the second one, which it was still fun in its own way. I think I still ultimately, I don't know, I'd have to kind of look back. Do I prefer the first or the second? But the second was fine. Like, we were able to make do with that. What else did we play? We played Mega Man X6. I've been trying to make it a thing to get through the Mega Man X games because I wanted to finally get to Mega Man X8. We'll get to that later. But it's been on the list to do. I've told chat that, you know, we'll eventually get to it. And I said, okay, well, if we're going to actually get to it, I need to start cranking through these X games. So, because I do want to do those, like, in order. I also just realized I don't even have the thing up in the center to hold an extra power-up. That's fine. So we played X6. I basically did a 0 playthrough. Why is there a dragon coin here? Why is there a dragon coin here? How would I survive getting that? What? I mean, I'm in front of this, but what the hell? Okay. Can I wall kick? Hold up. We can grip the wall some. Let's see if we can wall kick. Wall kicks may work after all. Okay, that was... Hold up. It is gripping the wall a little bit. You know, forget the fucking mushroom for a sec here. Oh, no, I did the hip drop move. I was like, oh no, I'm gripping the wall. Am I just imagining it? You can't like you can't throw a shell, right? Let me just... Okay, here's the thing. At least with my controller, the down is being very sensitive, and it's doing the hip drop, like, when I don't mean to, because you can absolutely... you can absolutely keep dying. You can absolutely jump off the wall. Because let me just straight up hold against it. There you go. Okay, yeah. I just gotta very carefully not hit down. It said that we needed to get 10 Yoshi coins. Do you mean the dragon coins? Was there one in the first stage that I missed? Ow! Oh, there's my fire flower. I just couldn't see it. Well, never mind. That's kind of weird. All right. Anyways, where were we? I told you it's gonna be very rambling. So we played Mega Man X6. We did the 0 playthrough, like, basically 0. Like, I think it was, like, as soon as I unlocked him, I stayed as him. I kind of had to, like, set that one up ahead of time. But we did that, and then we moved on to Silent Hill 2, which was a very big one coming. We're kind of doing a thing where every February I'm basically playing, oh boy, Silent Hill, because I've never played the original Silent Hill games, but I've always been curious about them. So, with chat, okay, that was entirely my fault. I wanted to, like, hang time and wait for a sec, but I didn't quite mean to do it in that way. We played Silent Hill last year. We played Silent Hill 2. We played Silent Hill 2 this year, and honestly, I'm, like, kind of split on which one I like more. I like them both for similar, but also some different reasons. Both do things really well. Like, they're both great games, but, like, which one's my favorite? I kind of have to sit down and think about it. I can't remember what I said. I probably said it in stream. Maybe I liked the second more, but they're both great. And this coming year, we'll end up playing Silent Hill 3. So that is already coming up. Chad already knows that. We played Silent Hill 2. It was awesome. It was just as good of an experience as the first. We also played some old school, they weren't the arcade versions of them, but we played Silent Scope 1 and 2. Those were games that I actually played in the arcade with the actual sniper rifle setup, and they were just kind of silly games I wanted to show off. Yeah, see, that's just the dragon coins. I don't know about the 10 Yoshi coins it's talking about if I need to actually get anything. I'm just gonna hope that I don't need to and just kind of progress through. So we did Silent Scope 1 and 2. There is a third, but I've never played it, so I didn't include it. These sounds are a little louder, sorry. We didn't play the third because I just didn't want to fit it in there. And then we moved on to Bomberman 64, which was something I've been wanting to play for quite a while. It was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid during the 64 era. We did everything in it. We did 100% of the game. I wanted to make sure that I actually showed everything. Oh, the names are kind of weird. Like, I guess it's only showing me the name of where I'm currently at, but anyways. So we did all Bomberman 64. Different music. And then we moved on to The Bouncer, which, if you don't know, was the PS2 launch title. And objectively, it's not a good game. But man, if it ain't a fucking hoot watching it. I basically cheated with, like, Game Shark code or whatever to make it easier, just so I could show off the game. I cheated my stats because I didn't want to be held back by, like, dying to stuff. I just wanted to show off the story. And, alright. Press down to ground pound to break the block. Use it and practice in every levels. Yeah, but what you got up here? I can't like super wall kick constantly. It does kick me away. But we played The Bouncer. We did a Sion playthrough. The story bits change a little bit depending on who you're playing, but ultimately it doesn't. It's not heavily different. So I didn't want to do like multiple playthroughs. We just did that. That was fun. Chat really had a good time with that one because that game gets fucking ridiculous after a certain turning point. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous and silly the whole way through, but there's an especially like weird turning point that the story gets to. This seems very dangerous. Can I like very carefully? Oh, okay. I'm like, am I dropping into a hole? It looked like a hole. And also, we discovered it in the end credits of The Bouncer is the fucking end credits music. Man, that shit goes hard. Listen to that track. I forget what her name is, but she went hard. Like, there is no reason for that track to slap that hard. But it's an amazing song. It was like I would say the final nail in the coffin, but the icing on the cake for that playthrough when we got to that. And just enjoyed that song. Then we finally moved on to Mega Man X7. I really was kind of pushing towards getting Mega Man X8 done. Oh no, it was X7 that we ultimately were trying to get to, because X7 was the burn to the ground. I wanted to get to X7 and then also get to X8, but we finally played X7. I used save states because I didn't give two shits, because fuck that game. We played it that way, and I am never playing that game ever again. If you know, you know that game. And then we finally started dipping into some other console stuff we had not done before. We played Space Channel 5 and Daytona USA on the Sega Dreamcast. We'd never done Dreamcast stuff. I wanted to try dipping into that because there's some stuff on there that I might want to play. And Space Channel 5 was one of the ones I wanted to check out. I think it's on Steam too, but either way, I was playing the original. That was fun. Daytona USA was kind of just an extra filler thing because I knew Space Channel 5 wouldn't be quite enough for like a full stream, but it was a silly rhythm game. It's about kind of what I expected. It was a good time overall. Then we had a chill stream where we played Poker Night at the Inventory. It was the second time we ever played it. Snowy Mushroom. That was just like a very basic chill thing. The entertainment of that one is playing the poker game in it, yes, but also just listening to all the voice lines from, you know, all the different characters in it. Whoa! Then we had a surprise family stream when Donut came over to visit us over here in California. We played a couple of different arcade games on MAME that I'd set up. We played The Simpsons, we played Super Sprint, and ended with Quiz and Dragons. And it definitely worked out well, I think, in the end. Donut was just basically falling asleep on the couch by the end of it all, but she was still involved in it. Fuck! We had a good time. It was good fun. And then we finally got to Mega Man X8, which was infinitely better than Mega Man X7. It has its own issues, yes, but, like, it was totally playable. So, like, overall, like, okay, that one was good. I'm glad that I finally got to Mega Man X8, because I'd never played it before, because I wanted to finish X7 first before I moved on to 8. I tend to want to play certain games in order. Other series, I might jump around or not care as much, but for Mega Man X, I wanted to get them done in order. I wanted to get X7 off my bucket list, even if I was cheating, I don't care. And then after that, we finally got to Undertale, specifically doing the Genocide route. I was doing the Genocide route because in the LP that I'll mention, I did the Pacifist route. So I waited till that LP had finished before I then did the Genocide route, and that was awesome because the game really does change it up. I thought just like, oh, a few things will be different maybe. No, there's a big turning point where a lot of the game really does kind of change, and it hurt, man. It hurt to kill so many of those monsters that I didn't want to, but I mean, I needed to for the playthrough. So we did the Genocide route. We did some Sega zombie games. I kind of grouped them all together. We played House of the Dead on... Was it the Saturn? I think it was the Saturn, not the Dreamcast, right? It was on the Saturn. And then I did Typing of the Dead, I think, then on the Dreamcast. Which is, you know, House of the Dead 2. How do I get in there? Uh-oh, hold up. Hold up, it's Kirby! Oh my god! What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. Alright. Oh my god, you're flying punches. I need you to die pretty soon, please. Nope! I'll be the one to die. 'Cause now I have no power-ups. That sucked. Was not expecting Kirby to randomly show up. He apparently had my hat on, which is why he had my powers. Pulled a Mega Man. Now I've got your power. What were we talking about? Sega zombie games. So we did House of the Dead. We did Typing of the Dead 2. I did Typing of the Dead just because it was on the Dreamcast thing, and also I just wanted to kind of do Typing of the Dead again because it's House of the Dead 2, and House of the Dead 2 is super silly and just fun. Okay, that was just entirely my fault. I'm really fucking myself over here. And then we did Zombie Revenge on the Dreamcast, which is probably the one that people were not expecting. People know House of the Dead and all that. They're all made by Sega, but I only know of Zombie Revenge because of the video from Pro Jared when he talked about it. It's just as silly and terrible voice acting as the other games. So if you like House of the Dead, you might be into that one. It's kind of fun. I did ultimately have to cheat for that one too because that game's kind of tough. Can I fireball you? I cannot. Alright. Let's watch his pattern here for a sec, because depends on what he's gonna do. He'll either slow jump, punch. Okay, really? He's being real nice right now. I was probably really close last time. Yeah, so we did the zombie games. Then we did, for the DS, we finally got back to some DS stuff. We did the Rub Rabbits, which is the sequel to Feel the Magic, which I did, I think, last year. Ice Ghost House. If you liked Feel the Magic, you'd like Rub Rabbits. It was a silly game with silly noises and stuff like that. It was kind of interesting because I knew Feel the Magic. Listen to this music. I knew Feel the Magic, whereas I did not know Rub Rabbits, but we did just fine. Whoa, did not mean to kick off that. Excuse me, sir. I don't really care about this. Oh, wait a minute. Can you not? Oh, you can't break these from underneath. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sir, you stay there while I kill this guy. Thank you. Alright, what else did we then play? We played the Rub Rabbits, and then I did that as kind of a warm-up for DS games to finally get to Trauma Center 2, Trauma Center Under the Knife 2, the sequel to the first DS game. Very melodramatic surgery, quick reaction, timing, lateral puzzle stuff. I don't even know how you really describe that game. It's an Atlas game, for one thing. Oh god. Please, sir. Please stop encroaching. But I mean, after playing the first one, it's like, alright, you know I'm gonna play the second one as well. I have to. I love the Trauma Center games. They're so fun. Okay, I'm gonna get myself killed with this down arrow here. Alright, I need an opening, please. This shit is icy. We finished all of that. After we did Operation Inner Space, which is a very old DOS game, and it's one of my favorites, and I specifically played the actual full version of the game. I actually had gotten the full version of it. It's a simple little game where you clear out the viruses and click icons from your PC. You use your game directories and the icon files to like make collectibles and stuff, and you're like going into your computer and cleaning up the viruses and clicking icons and defeating your inner demon and all that. And it's a simple little game, but like I loved playing it as a kid. I knew it was one that I wanted to show off on stream, and I also just hadn't played it in forever. After that, we did a ROM hack, Mega Man X Hard Type. I'm always looking for excuses to play Mega Man X, and Hard Type was challenging, but we were able to get through, and we got through without save states. I'm pretty sure we made it the whole way without having to resort to that. Definitely some challenging and trolling moments in it, for sure, but I overall had fun with it. I thought it was pretty good. We played some Rockman and Forte. We'd played that, which is Mega Man and Bass. We'd played that before. Oh boy, I might have made this difficult for myself. There we go. But we had done the Mega Man playthrough, so I ended up playing as Bass, which does play pretty differently. He has different controls, but... Alright, sir, please. So we did that. Then I did another ROM hack for Super Mario Kart Horizons. It was a pretty good hack. There were some color issues I had with some of like the track design. Some of it made it a little hard to look at and whatnot, but and some of the course decisions. Not a ton though. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid ROM hack. Very, very, very good quality. You know, the different art assets, the color changes, the music, the tracks and all that. Like it was a quality hack. Are you son of a bitch? And then we played Gravity Circuit, which was I really should have fired that left, you idiot. Mega Man inspired game, Mega Man Zero, like especially. If you've played Mega Man Zero, you'll kind of jump into that one really quickly. It's like that with punching. We did that, and that was more recently here. We played it, I think, like back in July, but then I had uploaded the stream I did for Mega Man 8, the Sega Saturn version. I'd only ever played the PlayStation 1 version. I played the Saturn, which has some slight differences, some slight musical differences, and the biggest thing was they added in 2 little secret boss fights against Cutman and Woodman. That's really kind of what I wanted to see. So that was fun. And then we did Pokemon Snap, the old original for the N64. Very chill game. Like, it was just, that one was just gonna be a chill stream. I know this track. This is Touhou. This is from Touhou 10 Stage 4. This is Aya's stage theme. I know that because that's my favorite track from that game. I forget the title of it, but that probably says to me that the music in this game is probably not original. Maybe some of it is, but the rest of it's taken from other things as well. Maybe that's why some of that earlier sounded familiar. But anyways, sorry, Touhou jumps out at me. When I hear Touhou, I know. I'm the Touhou guy in my circle. I'm basically the only Touhou guy in my circle, but you know. Anyways, what were we talking about? Pokemon Snap. That was fun. Chat was helping me kind of get through that one. We 100% at that one. And then the final actual stream we did was Commander Keen 8, because see, when it hits this part of the track, it's like it's the best part of the track. Anyways, sorry, I hear this song and just gets me amped. Makes me feel like playing Touhou. But we did Commander Keen 8 because I, for a long time, have been trying to like get to these Commander Keen games because it's one of the earliest things I did for my channel. As a request for a friend of mine originally, I did Commander Keen 5, and then I kind of started working through the different ones, and then the last one I had played was 7. What year did I play 7? Was that 2020? That might have been early 2020, I think. I should have looked it up, but, huh. Is this ice? This isn't ice, is this? What was that noise? Hello? I don't know why I did that, but I'm gonna try to... Ah! Oh, okay, I can swim in that. Okay, hold on, if I can swim in this. That was weird. I don't know. I'm all confused. I'm all thrown off. Oh, I need a shell. Oh, but I torched the guy. Damn it. Alright, anyways. But anyways, Commander Keen 8, which is the continuation of the fan-made trilogy. The official games ended after 6. Fans made 7, 8, and 9. I don't remember if it was all the same person, but I knew that at some point I wanted to get to playing more of them. So we played 8, and then that was the last regular stream, or really the last thing, the last thing we really kind of did then for the end of the year. Besides that, we had some other streams that were interspersed earlier and in the middle. We did one game for crowd control this year. We did Super Mario 64. I had to wait to do the crowd control until we had done the base game, which we had done previously, like maybe the previous year, I think, right? We did the crowd control for that, and chat was brutal. I think it took me well over an hour, I think, to get like my first star, and then the chat immediately took it away. But we eventually made it through that game. We got to 50 stars, and then we backwards long jumped our asses up the damn stairway because, oh, the music's over. Because there's no way in hell I was going to try to push to get 70. So we did that. We did a couple of gaming bingo sessions. Brought that old series back. We did it for NES, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first one, and Pinbot. We kind of grouped them together. Where am I? Alright, anyways, and then we did gaming bingo for Mega Race. You better be ready to Mega Race. Here's your host, Lance Boyle. Again, the line's a little off, but always an excuse to play more Mega Race. It'd been a while since we played. I'm like, okay, you know what? I can adapt this to gaming bingo. We'll have some fun with that. We'll definitely continue to do here and there. We'll do more crowd control and gaming bingo stuff. Oh, how about that? It's the Switch Palace. I didn't like consciously. I'm like half paying attention to the game. I'm just kind of playing it. You know, it's nothing I have to fully concentrate on because it's not overly difficult. Kind of just gives me something to do and something for you guys to look at. I am noticing though that they're all yellow stages so far, meaning no secret exits. Assuming they follow the actual logic, because you're supposed to do that. Yellow means there's no secret exit, red means there is, and there's like at least a split path. But those were all the regular like streams we did, right? We get through everything. Of course, the other stream thing we did was Febtoberfest in October. Ooh, what is this track? Whenever I just hear like some music that kind of interests me, it's like, ooh, let me listen to that. I know I'm yapping over it, but kind of makes me want to figure out, like, it's kind of nice when you can look up and see like if they have like a listing where the tracks come from, because when I hear some like really cool music used in a game that's from something else, it's just like, wait, I gotta know what that is so I can look it up later and like add it to my music playlist and listen to it more. But yeah, Febtoberfest, we did that this year. It was a really good year. We played Amanda the Adventurer. We're definitely going to have to play the sequels because I got to know more of the story because it leaves you on a cliffhanger, but Amanda the Adventurer was good. We played The Sandman, which wasn't super scary. It has some good moments. It was much more heavily focused on just telling like a really good story, and I certainly thought it did. So I think it was still a good experience. It still fit. We did, excuse me. We did Kitty Kart 64, which was one of those games that starts off looking kind of normal and all that, but then kind of turns weird, and I accidentally missed being able to see some of the content because I didn't realize like how you're supposed to talk to people, NPCs you come across in the game, but you're supposed to honk at them, and it's like, well, fuck, I didn't realize that, so I didn't talk to any of them, so I missed out on some of that during the playthrough, but it's like, it was an interesting, fun experience. It's sure like half an hour, 45-minute kind of game. But it was cool. It was one of the ones from last year that I didn't get to, so I did it for this year. Then we did the demo for normal fishing. I don't normally do demos like that. I very rarely do, but it looked so interesting to me that I had to play it. And man, when the demo ended, I was like, no, it's like I wanted more. Like I gotta play the full game when it comes out. I won't say too much about it, but it is a pretty cool experience. I enjoyed it very much. After that, we finally did some I'm on observation duty. We played the fourth one. I specifically picked 4 because I didn't want to repeat anything that my brother had done. He had done some of 1, and I didn't want to do that. And I almost went with 2, but I looked up and saw that like 4 was really good, so I kind of jumped ahead on that one and just did 4. Oh, here we go. Finally found a pipe. Whoa. Where am I? Do I have to make these jumps? No, this is whatchamacallit. We're fine. So we did I'm on observation duty 4. That was really fun. We did pretty good. I won't say exactly how well we did, but I think we did pretty good. Chat really got into that. Playing that with chat was really fun. Having the extra input, we all collectively as a team were working together. It was just such a good time. Like that night, playing normal fishing and then observation duty, such a good night. It was a really good time. And then the finale we did was the Ebe remake, and it'd been so long since I played Ebe that I'd forgotten some of it, and the remake added in some new stuff. So like it was good. It was very solid. I thought it was a really good finish to the streams. Besides the streams, we also had some vids go up, just a couple. I had one for God Opens the Door, a short little like narrative horror experience. I thought it was pretty good. I did also end up putting up just an originally unintended video from Dreadout. I'd played Dreadout on the side, not part of the like official streams. I put up a compilation of some funny and scary moments. People seem to enjoy that one. It did all right. Night Snowland. And I think those were all the horror things that then went up. So those were all the regular streams. The Crowd Control, the Gaming Bingo, the Febtoberfest. Besides that, we had other random videos go up. I won't mention necessarily all of them, but we did 2 different videos for some recordings I'd done playing with the family. We played some Backrooms Escape Together, a co-op horror game based off the Backrooms. I think that one is one of the better backroom games. Backrooms games, because there's quite a few of them out now. It's kind of getting oversaturated, honestly, but there are some other good ones too. But that one's really fun, playing that with my brother, with my sister Donut, with my nephew. Both of them, actually, they were both there, which was awesome. What else did we do? I uploaded my current PB for Super Smash TV on the Super Nintendo, my 519, basically. Put that up. A couple of status update videos, whatever, those don't really matter. We did a couple of Overwatch videos, just kind of as some filler stuff. I had a highlight one from Random Highlights, and from when I played with CarQ during the Overwatch Classic. Put that up. I'm not at a boss yet. Oh boy, gonna have to pay attention here. Oh! Had a little short. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I mistimed that entirely. There was a funny moment. We called it the oh my god. We called it the oh my god. We called it the Homer Simpson scream. It's not exactly a Homer Simpson scream, but it just kind of, that's what we're naming it. A moment that happened from that was, again, was a playthrough that was on the side, not anything from the official streams. Oh god. Mistakes have been made all over the place. What else? You son of a bitch! I was looking at my list. We'll get back to that in a minute. I didn't mean to ground pound. That slowed me down. Kind of interesting we're actually doing her, even though it's supposed to be about Lemmy. One more. I don't think we're gonna make. Oh, we made it. Alright, the rule of 3. You gotta hit him 3 times. It's like that in the base game, but lots of games do that rule of 3 thing. What else? Oh, so at Dead of Night, Hello Highlight doing the Homer Simpson scream. That was kind of funny. I did a short little... Ooh, Lemmy's Castle. We're getting near the end here. Let me kind of just quickly I'm gonna focus on Lemmy's Castle. Let's just kind of sit here and enjoy the music that's right here. I'm gonna quickly finish going through what we did. We did a flashpoint test, just to kind of see how I would record. Did it for some old flash stick stuff. I put up another Weird Dreams video talking about my computer meltdown. I also put up a video where it was kind of an unplanned thing I ended up playing and recording with my brother. We escaped a Twisted Game, which is a co-op escape room game. Pretty good game, especially for the price. I can't remember what it was. Was it $5? Like, it was, for what it was great. We had a really good time doing that. In terms of the actual series, we had a few stragglers left. We finished up in the beginning of the year Monday Memories. We did NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Donkey Kong 3, King of the Monsters 2, Hyper Sports, The Simpsons, and we ended with Discs of Tron. And so we've concluded that series for now. It may come back at some point, but it's kind of like I've already gone through a lot of the games, so it's kind of iffy. If it were to ever come back, it would probably be somewhat brief, but who knows? Never say never. Then we also finally brought back Toho Tuesday. I know I generally care more about Toho. Only a small portion of my followers or subs actually care about Toho, but it's also a series for me. I love playing Toho. It's one of the original things that my channel was built off of, so I brought that back. We played the PC98 games. I've been wanting to play those for a while because those are the old original games, the first 5 games where the whole series started. We did Toho Rock Main FC 1 and 2. Mega Man clones, nothing super special about them. They were a good time. Hidden Star in 4 Seasons, the 6th or 17th game. 16th or 17th game, I forget, of the official games. So I never played it, did that blind. Toho Fumo Racing. I wish that game would get an update. It's on hiatus. It's a cool little kart racer. I think it has a lot of potential. We played Sanae Tomoden X, a Mega Man X clone. Nothing special. It was fine. It was good. And then Tori Inc. Toho Microgames Demo Plus. Another demo, but it's basically WarioWare. Toho WarioWare. TohoWare. And then finally, the LPs for the year. We had quite a few. We had King's Quest 2. Classic Sierra text parser game. Enjoyed it, much like I did the first. A couple of outtakes, 20 and 21, where I had clips from my old original Twitch streams with like my very first one, which part of it had been erased, but it was me playing Jackal on the NES, and then the other one was Friday the 13th on the NES. We also had the LP for Undertale, where I did that first, recorded that first before I did the streaming, where I did the pacifist route. I wish I could play through Undertale again, like fresh. It was such a cool experience. I loved that game, but it's something you can really only properly experience once. And then we've been working on the Chizo Mythos series with 7 Days of Skeptic and Trilby's Notes. There's one more left in the series, so take a guess. You think I'm going to finish it? I probably should finish it, right? And then during Febtoberfest, we did have the LP for Faith, the Unholy Trinity. Fantastic game that uses rotoscope animation stuff. It was awesome. It was such a scary, fun, different experience. Highly recommend that game. And then that was it. That is everything we did for the year. All the things we streamed. All the games, Crowd Control, Gaming Bingo, Febtoberfest, all those individual videos, Monday Memories, Toad Tuesday, and the LPs. And with that, I can finally focus on what should be the last stage for this ROM hack. We've been going a little more than half an hour at this point. We're like at the 40-minute mark, but again, me yapping and then dying and making dumb mistakes. But like I said, I'm just gonna let it ride. This is gonna be me playing and rambling. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I want to make sure I talk loud enough because some of the music tracks are louder than others. It's always tough to audio balance when the music is not consistent. Now, I'm not saying that this game isn't doing that, but it's always a pet peeve of mine when a game is made, whether it's an indie, whether it's someone's fun, free little project, or an actual professionally made one or whatever, where music and sound isn't balanced. I always would prefer that at least just make them all like roughly the same volume. That way, if it's too loud, I'll turn it down. If it's too quiet, I'll turn it up. But when they're a mix, it's kind of tough to... what do you do? How do I balance around that? Mega Race was like that. I had to try to change the volume for the cutscenes versus the gameplay, because one was too loud and one was too quiet. Anyways. Ramble. Let's make our way to Lemmy. I guess the whole thing about the 10 coins, was it just flavor text? Because I haven't been getting... I have not been getting all the dragon coins. If that's... See, it's gotta be right. The Yoshi coins... It's almost like maybe I should be collecting more. You know, I actually wonder if it's gonna... it'll complain. Watch, I'll get there, and it'll say, sorry, you didn't collect 10 coins. Because there's actually been several throughout. We'll find out. I've collected a couple. I might be at, like... I might be dead is what I might be. That might down as being way, way, way too sensitive. I might be only at, like, you know, 5, maybe 6. I might not have enough. Maybe Mario won't save Christmas after all. And if that's the case, then Christmas is canceled. Christmas is actually technically already over by this point, so... Ow! Come on. Son of a bitch. Whoa, hey! I know. I should have been making it more of a priority to just kind of collect more earlier, but... Again, I was yapping. What I need is another fire flower to refill the thing up there. Okay, let me do that so I'm not worried about that bugger. I'm also realizing I don't need to hold a certain way to actually make the wall jump work, so that helps. Alright, good. Give me a refill. What you got? Welcome to final level. You will hit 3 times 4 to beat the level and defend Lemmy Koopa. This will help you save the Christmas 2021. Oh, nice. They give me power-ups here anyways. Alright, Lemmy. If that is your real name. I'm gonna get a message that says, like, you stopped Lemmy, but you didn't grab the 10 coins. Have a lump of coal from Santa. Christmas is canceled. Did we get the good ending? Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me. Kaboom! Mario has defeated the Lemmy in Castle 1, and thank you for saving the day of Christmas 2021 and winter season. Hope you will enjoy a holiday hack. I think it's safe to say that English is not this person's native language, and that's fine. Whatever, we can understand enough the intent here. So the important thing is that the actual gameplay is good, and it's a solid hack. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. 7, 8, 9. So technically 10 stages, 10 exits. Now hopefully, there's no secret exit that I'm missing because I didn't get 10 coins. If there is, oops, oh well. Hey, it told me that I saved Christmas, okay? So that's all that matters. We saved Christmas, guys. But anyways, with that said, this will be the final video that goes up. So, Happy New Year. I've got stuff planned for 2026. Obviously, we're going to have more streams with all sorts of different games. We're going to start the year off on the Thursday, 1/1, New Year's Day. It's kind of funny that it lands that way. Going to start off with a bang. I think it'll be fun. It's going to be a stupid, fun, silly game. I think chat will enjoy it. And then we have, of course, more LPs coming up. Some that I know for sure. Other ones are still cooking in my brain. But on top of that, that new series that I've teased, I'm still trying to think of a name for it. I'm a big stickler about the name for these things, but I'll think of something by the time we get there. But the actual series itself should be, I think it'll be a fun experience. And then who knows what else? I'm always cooking up different ideas. Some stuff kind of simmers for a while. It might take, a couple of years, maybe several before it ever comes out, but who knows? We'll see how 2026 goes. But just rest assured, we'll have lots of streams, lots of videos, and it hopefully should be a good time. But anyways, we'll go ahead and end the rambling here. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys next year.